Mic check. In game. Not exactly a game. Kind of a game, but not really. I can't really read that. I think I'm going to leave it like that. Okay, I see desktop audio. We got some industrial on the Pretzel Rocks. I'm about 6-7 hours late. Got up dang early. Mr. Becker, the Jack Russell, got me up at 5 or something. I don't know. It was barely, not really light. And took him out, took Henry out. I don't remember. Took some dogs for a dog walk. Was tired, went back to bed, kind of slept, kind of didn't sleep, and then had to go do stuff. So yeah, working out late, not cool. Well, you know, I don't know. Not cool is probably not the right. Henry, can they see you? Oh yeah, there you are. Oh, you don't want to look? Okay. Yeah, I got to get to it. I got more stuff to do. This is my lunch break, so I'm working out on my lunch break. I left the workout room gate open. I'm going to see if Henry likes that better. Of course, he's probably just going to leave, but hopefully him and Becker won't fight. With my feet strapped in here, it's going to be fun. If something happens, I mean, I got the wireless headset, so it's going to be like, let go of the bar, flip these Velcros up, see if my shoes come off, and get over, see what happens. My dogs are good. They get along. They've lived together for 7 years. We got Henry 7 years ago. Need to get to this pulling on the thing. So a couple years ago, so Becker's getting old. Becker the Jack Russell is like 14 years old. And he's got cataracts. He can hardly see. I don't think he hears so good anymore. I think his sniffer is degraded, but his sniffing, you know, his sense of smell is probably about the only thing he's got left. And the fact that he's lived here since 2008 in this house, he knows where everything is. So he does fine inside the house. He does okay out in the yard, because he's been going around the same yard for, what is that, 13 years, right? Yeah, we think he was about a year old when we got him. We don't know for sure. But he's old and he gets startled easily now that he can't see, can't hear. And if he gets startled by one of the other dogs, then they fight sometimes, and I don't like it. I'm not a dog person. I don't know how to handle it. It really upsets me. I worry about them hurting each other, and so I spend a lot of my time making sure. I mean, I say I spend time. I spend a lot of my brain time and my focus time making sure my dogs aren't fighting. I mean, I'm doing other things, but unfortunately, it's like your computer, right? It does many, many things. You think it's all at once, but each of your core processors, there's only so much parallel processing it can do. Not to get into all that, but anyways, I got to do my workout. I'm not quitting. I think this working out is helping. I'm feeling better. It's given me some discipline. I haven't really had any keen hobby type interests in quite a while. So this streaming thing, learning how it works, and meeting some new people. Because my main social internet stuff for the past 7 years, there was a site called PJ. It was a music listening site where you listen in, you'd take turns playing songs, so you'd listen to the music together, and then you'd chat. It just had a basic text chat. So you chat, you hang out, and you listen to music. It looks like my internet's buffering. don't know if that was on the transmit side or the receive side. Anyway, so that's where I was hanging out, and it shut down. And some of the people that were there, it had really fizzled out in the past few years anyways, because of stuff. And they moved to another site, and I sort of went over there and tried it, but there was such little participation. And that's when I was like, wait a minute, my internet can probably support streaming. I don't know. However it happened, I decided to try this. And I could have just done one thing. So I was super into playing The Sims. I could have just streamed only The Sims. Right? That would be like the easy, straightforward thing to do. Is just only stream Sims. But I don't know, I kind of read about different things and watched some YouTube videos about multicast streaming to Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook simultaneously. Checking that out. It's very interesting because there's a lot of technical challenges to it. The whole technology is new enough. It's kind of like getting on the ground floor in a way. Even though if you look at the history of Twitch, I don't know it very well, but it's been around a while. And to me, what some people are saying, it seems like there's kind of a stagnation at Twitch, but I don't know, unless they get real heavy competition from YouTube or Facebook. That's usually the kind of thing that it takes. When an industry gets stagnant or a technology gets stagnant, it's easy for that to happen. And when it happens, you usually need some competition as a way to kick in to stir up the pot, right? And a lot of people who have been on Twitch for many years probably don't like that. They probably don't want to hear that because they love the culture, they love the technology, etc., etc. But you know, that's just not really how the internet works. I mean, there are industries outside of technology that are very stagnant, that take years, decades to change. But technology changes quickly. And whether it's MySpace or Vine or whatever kind of site you want to talk about, stuff does change. Anyways, it's been an interesting hobby to kind of get me to actually do more than just sit at the computer all day and play video games. I'm definitely playing less hours. Of course, I got a bunch of real life stuff that's taken up a lot of time the past month-ish, about 1 month. But, oh, hey, Angel Ways. Thanks for dropping in. Nice to see you. Just doing my morning workout late. I know you seem pretty vigilant on your walking, and I'm doing pretty good. I'm on day, what does it say on the thing? 5 of week 3. So after the first week, I decided I would take Sundays off. So I'm doing this 6 days a week, and almost every day I've done it. I get up, walk my dogs, and then do my workout. So I'm in Central Time Zone. So normally I'm on here somewhere between 6 and 8 a.m. Central. Today I kind of slept in. I was lethargic, didn't want to get out of bed. And then I had to do some stuff. I had to go out of the house. So I just got back. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to miss a day. And I got other stuff going on later today. So instead of eating lunch right away on my lunch hour, I'm like, I'm going to get on the rowing machine. Going to do it. You know, just that little thing, like hearing about how you do your walks and stuff. There's another streamer, I don't know exactly how to spell their name, their Twitch name. It's like Phoenix Jewel or Phoenix Jewels. They combine workout with their game stream, so they'll work out or do yoga for an hour and then go straight into playing The Sims for an hour or two. For me, I really got to break it up. But it's been kind of, it's nice to see other people doing stuff. And of course, there's obviously like the professional kind of fitness people, and that's great. I watched this one weightlifter. I think she's from Portland, Oregon. I watched her stream for maybe a half an hour. She spends a lot of time chatting, and I'm not trying to be critical. Her stream is, fine, however she wants to do it. Anyways, my point being, there's all kinds of different people out there. And watching the hardcore people can be, motivating or give you some good input. But also, it's nice to see people who are more. Anyways, I think you get the gist of what I'm trying to say. Yoga. Oh, you're a real life yoga teacher. Yeah, right. Yeah, you can't do a whole lot of real life stuff. Joe and Jill are just as motivating too. Well, that's cool. Yeah, this is like the first time, really, the only other time in my life where I've done consistent physical activity. I mean, other than, well, I don't know. I guess almost all my jobs have sort of been desk jobs. U.S. Navy boot camp, we had to work out every day. And that was in 1986. So these 3 weeks, assuming I work out again tomorrow, I'll have done 3 weeks, 6 days a week of doing this rowing machine, 20 to 30 minutes. I made 30 minutes yesterday. Started off with 20. I've done 25 some days. And I have no idea if that's like normal, average, good start, horrible start. I'm just making this up as I go. I did watch one rowing video on YouTube. It was like a 7-minute. It was one of those titled, "Here are the very basic things that you need to know to do a rowing machine." And he said, I watched it and he said, go legs and then arms. Legs and then arms. And then snap back to the starting position. So I watched that. The fact that the machine is quiet. Yeah, I don't know. See, I don't even know, like, if a rowing machine is quiet or loud. I don't even know anything about it. I just went on Amazon and was like, put in rowing machine, and I think this was, how they have the Amazon Choice or whatever. I think it was that one. And I was like, well, that's in my budget. I can't spend a whole lot of money. So, anyways, I did actually, when I was in the Navy, I was stationed on a submarine, and we did have a couple rowing machines on the boat. So that would have been between 88 and 92. And they were for the late 80s, they were high tech. The Navy did spend some money on those. They were fancy. So even in the late 80s, they had some kind of display thing and whatever. So I did use those rowing machines a little bit, but not very often. Anyways, my point being, I'm just making this up. I figured doing something's got to be better than year after year not doing anything. And even after having heart surgery, that wasn't even enough of a motivator to get me to do something. I don't know. It was just a convergence. The universe works, what do they say, mysterious ways sometimes. It's just like if you're going down the road and all of a sudden you get hit by a car, you're like, wow, that was out of nowhere. What if I'd just been 10 seconds sooner or 10 seconds later? It would have never happened. So I just kind of try to go with the flow. I think Henry is liking me having the gate open. I think you can see him on the... Yeah, there he goes. Now he's going back. Oh, him and Becker are eyeballing each other. I've got to keep my eye open. That's why I was keeping Henry in here behind the gate with me. Becker's looking up like he thinks he heard something outside or something. I just don't want them getting in a fight on the internet. That's all I need. Man with dogs has internet dog fight. Anyway, I think I'm about halfway. I didn't do a really good job on tracking what time I started today, so I'm going to stop real quick and drink some water. Try not to choke and spew. Alright, let's get to it. We're going to say that was halfway. See, 17 minutes. There you go. Close enough. Yeah, it usually takes me about 2 to 3 minutes of jabber John and whatever to get set down. So I usually take note of when I start. It's usually like 2 to 3 minutes into the session time. But today, I wasn't paying that much attention. Come here, Henry. Henry boy. Come here, boy. Yeah, you're just going to shake your dog skin. Oh, good boy. Here he comes. Good boy. Yeah, why don't you lay on your blankie? You're just out of the shot. Don't be monkeying around back there. I'm going to get that stuff put in the closet. Maybe not today. Maybe tomorrow morning. I got to get the car unloaded before I worry about that. Yeah, Henry is quite a dude. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's right in the edge of the corner of the camera now. That's a good boy. You lick your paws. That's what dogs should do. Dogs should lick their paws. Good boy. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Yesterday went pretty good. I really think this is starting to help my back. I mean, like, as in me noticing that my back is feeling better. And that, I don't know, Angel, like, when I first started, like the first week, I mentioned it several times. It was after the first couple of days. There was this pain, this weird pain going up my right side of my neck. And I pretty much I made the assumption that it was just, muscles that I've never ever worked that were being stretched and, worked on. And that whole thing that was going on has pretty much stopped. The one thing I really... I'm resting my forearms on my kneecaps. I don't like that. If I don't pay attention, like this now I'm throwing off my whole, okay. Legs, arms. Legs, arms. I'm not a coordinated person, so if I think about it, I just go all the crap. Unless I super focus. It's like an in-between. It's an in-between state where if I focus, I can do it. And if I don't focus, I'll just do it naturally. I know from my PTs it's important on a rowing machine to keep your neck in a natural position. Oh, a neutral position. Well, I hope that means that if I haven't thought about my neck, that I'm in a neutral position. I mean, I guess I don't know. The guy in the video that I watched, I'm getting off again. The only other thing he said besides legs first and then pull your arms fully extended, legs and then arms. He also said keep your butt back, which I don't know if I'm doing that well at. Keeping my butt very far back. That was basically the 3 points that were in that basic video. And then, of course, as soon as I closed that YouTube video, you know how YouTube like tries to clickbait you? So the very next thing that it showed when that video ended was another rowing machine beginner video that said, here's what you should never do. Never do legs and then arms. The exact opposite, right? But I didn't click on it, so I'm like, whatever. I don't need like rowing machine drama in my life. I just need to do something. My neck is fused from C5 to 7, so it's really important for me. Yeah, for sure. Luckily for me, other than my quintuple bypass surgery on my heart, that's the only major thing that I've never had. I've had pneumonia a couple times and bronchitis when I was a kid, but I've never broken any bones. I haven't had any major surgeries before my heart surgery. I've been fairly healthy. So I haven't had any spinal injuries or anything. My back did start hurting, I don't know, 5 or 8 years ago, and I went in and they took x-rays and they said, you know, your spine is completely fine. This is all just soft tissue. They basically said you need to exercise, stretch, and lose weight, and that's the only thing that's going to help your lower back pain. There's, you know, you can take pills, and of course this was right after they stopped giving away Oxycontin for people with lower back pain, which is good. I mean, I certainly don't want to. Anyways, you know what I'm saying. So they were basically like, yeah, there's only one hard way to fix this. And I was not in the mindset at that time, you know, to do anything. So I just started taking Tylenol when I needed to. But I do feel like this is helping. And the cardio, I think, is helping. I have a great neighborhood for walking, so okay, so here's why. Oh, thanks, ChatFobot. I'm not playing Sims 4. I live in a neighborhood. It's off a main highway, so plenty of my neighbors walk or ride bike around our neighborhood. Here's my problem and why I don't do it. Well, one is the what would you say, the stereotypical, what's another word, like the not comedic, you know, the whole I never go outside kind of thing. It is kind of true for me. I'm not really a huge fan of the outdoors. There's bugs and I get sunburned easily, etc., etc. Not to mention hot or cold, etc., etc. But really, there's dogs. So a lot of my neighbors have dogs that are not. They have outdoor dogs that run free, and I might have dogs. I might have a dog. I might be a dog owner, keeper, whatever. But I don't like other people's dogs. Other people's dogs scare me. And so ideally, I would take my dogs for a walk and walk around our neighborhood. That would be awesome, except everybody else's dogs are running around loose, and they're going to come running up on me and my dogs, scare the crap out of me, upset my dogs, and so I don't walk around in our neighborhood. Since my stroke, if it's after 9 a.m. in the summer, I'm not outside. Yeah. I actually tolerate heat quite well because I sweat profusely, which of course that's what cools you off, right? And so as long as I stay hydrated, I do great, even in really hot weather, but I don't like it. And also, most of the time, that scenario means sunshine, right? So I burn super easily. So I have to either use tons of sunscreen, which is a pain in the butt, especially once you start sweating like crazy, or you have to be, long sleeves and a big hat. I like big hats, but it just is a lot, it's like, it's a lot. How about if I go inside that building? That would keep the sun off me, and I wouldn't be hot. So, anyway. I mean, I know there's a lot of benefits to exercising outside, but I'm lucky enough I got a room. This should be a guest room, but I don't have an extra bed right now. So I'm like, hey, this rowing machine will tilt up. If somebody were to get it and they needed the space, it does tilt up. So it'll store in a fairly small footprint. I just leave it as is because this room isn't being used for anything else. So I've probably done about 25 minutes. Henry, don't get squirrely, man. I'm going to try to go a half an hour, or at least close to what I think is a half hour. I'm just going to assume I started about 2 or 3 minutes after the session time, so I'm going to stream and work out until my session time's about 33 minutes, roughly. And we're going to call that a half an hour. I did a half an hour yesterday. If I'm up to a half an hour after 3 weeks, I don't know, again, it's like easy to just in your head say, well, that's good. I don't know. It is good because 2 months ago, guess how much I was doing? Yeah, 0. The big fat 0. Legs, arms. Legs, arms. Legs, arms. Keep your back straight. Legs, arms. Neck in a neutral position. Legs, arms. Legs, arms. Legs, arms. Legs, arms. This also gives me some time to listen to music. I don't listen to as much music as I used to. Although this isn't really the kind of music I used to listen to. I've used the rower at our community center and could really just zone out on it. Yeah, I could see that for sure. If you're not pushing it too hard, where, it's like, oh, I'm dying. And I could definitely see, or one of those fancy machines, like if I were winning the lottery, and I got one of those, don't they make rowing machines with the fancy computer screen, where I could be like in the French, like whatever river, going through the French countryside or something. And I could totally see where that would be somebody's jam. Like people would vibe out on that and just like, hey, I'm rowing through Germany or the canals in the Netherlands and stuff. But for a budget machine, I don't know. This is definitely doing the job. You almost, yeah, there you go, Henry. I'm almost done. Henry's been a good boy. He's been Just chilling while I do my exercise. When I'm done here, I'm gonna go eat some lunch, and I might grab a quick shower. Then I have a work meeting from 1 to 3. I should be able to be all ready for that. Be able to just have a nice set for a couple hours during that work meeting. One more minute. Okay, the session time says 3, 3, 3, 3, 4 threes. Call it good. Unstrap. Yay. Happy Friday. See if I can stand up. All right, not going to stand up yet. Now maybe stand up. Okay. Thank you very much, Angel Ways, for popping in. It's nice to have somebody to talk to. I appreciate it. I do like to watch your streams. I mean, just for the sake of the history and the VOD, I want to do this shout out thing. If I can type. My arms are like, type? You can't type right now. We just did all that stuff. Come here, Henry. Did I do it? Yeah, the link thing still isn't exactly working. But, oh, let's see. Allow. I don't know what that was about. Have a great day. It's starting to cut out on my end. Oh, yeah. Yeah, thanks a lot. It was good to see you. I pop into your stream. A lot of times I watch Twitch on my phone while I'm doing all kinds of other stuff. And so if I'm in the middle of stuff, I don't always chat. I'll just watch, and listen. It's usually listening. On my phone, I'm almost always just listening. It's like, to me, it's like the old days, listening to AM radio. It's just like that, except it's high tech. But yeah, so I'll catch you on your stream, I'm sure. Thanks a lot. I'm gonna go get some lunch.